The greatest necessity of all is to control and curb our tongue. The mover of the tongue is the heart. What fills the heart is poured out through the tongue. And conversely, when feeling is poured out of the heart by the tongue, it becomes strengthened and firmly rooted in the heart. Therefore, the tongue is one of the chief factors in building up our inner disposition. Good feelings are silent. The feelings which seek expression in words are mostly egotistical, since they seek to express what flatters our self-love and can show us as we imagine in the best light. Loquacity mostly comes from a certain vainglory which makes us think that we know a great deal and imagine our opinion on the subject of conversation to be the most satisfactory of all. So we experience an irresistible urge to speak out, and in a stream of words with many repetitions to impress the same opinion in the hearts of others, thus foisting ourselves upon them as unbidden teachers, and sometimes even dreaming of making pupils of men who understand the subject much better than the teacher. This refers, however, to cases when the subjects of conversation are more or less worthy of attention. But in most cases, loquacity is a synonym of empty talk. And then there are no words to express the many evils which arise from this ugly habit. In general, loquacity opens the doors of the soul, and the devout warmth of the heart at once escapes. Empty talk does the same, but even more so. Loquacity distracts one's attention out of oneself, leaving the heart unprotected. Then the usual passionate interests and desires begin to steal into it, at times with such success that at the end of such empty talk the heart has not only consented, but has decided to commit passionate deeds. Empty talk is the door to criticism and slander, the spreader of false rumors and opinions, the sower of discord and strife. It stifles the taste for mental work and practically always serves as a cover for the absence of sound knowledge. When wordy talk is over and the fog of self-complacency lifts, it always leaves behind a sense of frustration and indolence. Is it not proof of the fact that even involuntarily the soul feels itself robbed? Wishing to show how difficult it is for a loquacious man to refrain from saying something harmful, sinful and wrong, the Apostle James said that keeping the tongue within its rightful bounds is the property only of the perfect. If any man offend not in word, the same is a perfect man, and able also to bridle the whole body. James 3:2. As soon as the tongue begins to speak for its own pleasure, it runs on in speech like an unbridled horse, and blurts out not only the good and seemly, but also the bad and harmful.